Bore da, good morning, and thank you very much for the kind invitation and the opportunity to be standing here today and giving you an insight into my life, where I started and where we are today as the Harries family. Born and bred Bethlehem girl in the Carmarthenshire county of South Wales, a true Welsh girl with my roots nestled into the farming community. I was raised in the picturesque Tawy Valley, and I'm very proud of this statement. I'm the fourth generation to be farming at Llwynmendy with my husband Reinald and our children, Noah 11, Morgan 9 and Faith 8. We are tenant farmers to my parents, and I was brought up on the farm alongside my sister, which at that time they milked 80 cows and had 300 sheep. I always enjoyed helping on the farm and knew from a young age that that's the path I wanted to take as a career. Having attended a local primary school, which is now unfortunately closed due to low numbers, then on to secondary, decided not to further my education, I went to a full-time employment in the local veterinary surgery. I enjoyed my time there and gained knowledge and understanding of all types of animals. I then moved to work for Winstay, an agricultural company where I still work today as a part-time member of staff. From a young age, I attended Sunday school and gained much experience from acting as the angel to reciting in later years. I was a keen member of the Young Farmers Club, attending the weekly socials and taking on every opportunity, from cooking to trimming lambs, dancing, singing, flower arranging, and then becoming one of the founder members of our club's tug-of-war ladies team. I also enjoyed travelling with the Federation, from Ireland to Canada and America. I'm the secretary for the chapel and the local Llandailo Farmers Market Association. I'm a trustee of our local community hall and a member of 2 local shows. I also attend with Reinald a local dairy discussion group which is held monthly on the members' farms. Moving forward a few years, then meeting my husband Reinald, which is also heavily involved in the farming industry. Reinald at that time was working on a dairy farm, the other side of the county, milking 300 cows and rearing all young stock, as well as the large beef enterprise. After primary and secondary, he then moved on to Gelli Aur Agricultural College, just down the road from where we farm today. Then on to Happer Adams to do his HND, and then a few years later did his Business Management Masters in Swansea University. After getting married in 2013 and then buying our first house in Fairfach, not far from the home farm, we then invested into buying some houses, which are still with us today on a long-term tenancy agreement. I'm happy to say that we've got the same tenants there since day one, and I'm in charge of managing those houses. We must be doing something right. In 2016, my parents lost their herd of cows to TB. The whole herd had to leave. And at that stage of life, Mum and Dad were ready to retire. I'm not allowed to this day to say that they're fully retired, as they keep a few sheep and a very, very handy taxi service to our 3 children. We would be lost without our grandparents. When we took over the farm as tenants, the farm was a little dated. An old breast parlour with 2 cubicle sheds, 2 silage sheds with a tower slurry store, a lambing shed and a smaller shed for the Ewan lambs. To say we have modernised and spent some money would be an understatement. Now we have a 24/48 Waikato parlour, a handling system, silage pad, 3 cubicle sheds, new tracks to the fields, water system, reseeded the farm, a 50-kilowatt solar panel, and a 2 million gallon slurry lagoon with a floating cover and an aeration system. We have also rented 30 hectares, this being our silage ground, and another 100 hectares farm some 8 miles away, and then became actual landowners in 2021 when we bought our smallholding Llwyn Celyn. Prior to the purchase of Llwyncelyn, we were tenants on part of the sheds, where we wintered our replacement calves. All of the above has happened since autumn-winter 16, with calving starting in spring 17. We have a grazing platform of 60 hectares, and after calving 2026, TB permitting, hopefully we'll be milking 240 cows with 130 heifer replacements. Buying Llwyncelyn was a massive opportunity for us, which made us landowners for the first time. Llwyncelyn consists of a cubicle shed for 60 cows and 40 calves, 12 hectares and a slurry store. And as an added bonus, it came with a house. The house was in a very good condition, and Reinald thought that the long-term let would be the best solution, but I had other ideas, and believe it or not, I won. It's now a successful holiday let, with nights slept in increasing every year. So this is my plug. If you'd like to come to Bethlehem at any time of the year, you know where to stay. My role on a day-to-day basis is either milking or doing the yard work, as well as the ever-increasing paperwork, travelling from one farm to the other to check and feed the stock. And during calving, I'm in charge of the calves, whilst Reinald makes sure all cows are healthy coming into the parlour. I have my routine in the calf shed, and I don't particularly like it changed. We test all colostrum to make sure the calves have the best possible start in life. We tag check them for BVD, and this year we'll be DNA genomic testing all replacement calves, as it's only now come available for our crossbred cows. It's a real team effort, and we are very fortunate to have fantastic, reliable staff, which we treat and respect like our family. We're in contact with agricultural contractors often and have a very good relationship with our feed merchant. Everyone is just as important to our business. We are very fortunate to have 3 very helpful children, Noah, Morgan and Faith. This is part of the reason why we do it, as well as growing our net worth and fulfilling our dreams, and hopefully generating something we can pass on to our next generation, government dependent. Noah adores and dreams of owning a John Deere. We don't have one. Morgan eats, sleeps and repeats sheep. He's mad about his sheep, and we don't have those either. Luckily, Grandad has. And Faith is always ready to give a helping hand with feeding the calves and in the milking parlour. Life is very busy for them too, from Sunday school to rugby, swimming, scouts and brownies. They don't stop. But we are very happy that they are heavily involved with all things that happen at Llwynmendy. If it's moving cows from one field to the other, or drenching a cow after calving, they are always around us. A fantastic way of life. Reinald and I work well as a team, from holding cow's tail when drying off to viewing properties. Every other romantic couple would go out for a meal on their 10th wedding anniversary. But no, not us. We go and view a chip shop for a possible purchase. In unity, there is strength. In 2024, we were very fortunate to be nominated for the Farmers Weekly Dairy Farmer of the Year Award and were successful in bringing the trophy back to Wales. This is something we are both very proud of, an unforgettable experience. We thoroughly enjoyed the experience of judging the following year. We, as tenant farmers, are very positive about the future. Farming, as far back as I can remember, has had its peaks and troughs, but working hard, keeping focused, and making the right decision is of highly importance. And before I finish, we remember every day that our wealth is our health. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you all very much for listening.